Customization.
No. Pero es que
está tomando antibiótico también.
¿No hacen antibióticos? Solo tomo drogadura. Yo creo que me tomo desde el nuevo continente. Yo te digo una cosa, yo creo que si me tomo un cubata me revivo.
Sí, mezclado el antibiótico seguro.
Switzerland
O
Rolfie
va para
says,
arriba o te muere o vas para arriba.
translate this all.
Te levantas y te
¿Una qué?
Yeah, right. If they would speak a little slower, maybe.
Una uca.
I mean, for the next event.
Ya, he caído la primera.
Still building now the
¿Cómo te cuido? Te traigo el
translation.
trap, estoy de una perita.
So, this is also working.
Yo te digo, hazlo.
There we go. DAY1. Activated selected.
Paragliding Live says, YouTube check. Switzerland Rolfie says, maybe touring on your microbit.
Se viene arriba solo, el medio.
España cuando quedé campeón de España iba con los sí, eso he hecho yo. Aquí hay que copiar lo que funciona. El color es muy cómico. A ver si me llega para el campeonato de España del mundo.
Are they playing some music there or is someone singing?
¿Un qué? Ah, vale. Ese no. Tiene ahí a su público.
Turn my micro a bit higher. Or towards to me, kind of.
Ah, el enganche este de atrás. Eso, y entonces te entiendo la cola. Este es como el... Ah, ¿la tuya no lleva esto ya? No.
Maybe I don't even need this.
Yeah.
So don't breathe too hard.
Thank you.
So, is it better now? Thank you.
too.
You're welcome. So, we are watching Gavin here right now. Wow, okay, the first guy is
Switzerland
starting.
Rolfie says, better.
It's supposed to be a race start at 2:30. So actually what we changed is the resolution. So he's streaming today with 720p, not 1080p, to require less bandwidth, because the connection is really so-so. How is it? Ah. Okay, so it's working. Great. Terrible earworm. Oh la 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 la, and the next one. There we go. Zack, zack, zack. No beginners there. So no problems. They said it's like wind 15 to 18 kilometers per hour at the takeoff side. So not too strong, not too
Kevin,
weak. You don't have to run much.
how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. We came for your trip.
Home, and then I'll come back for the X-Alps thing.
All right. Yeah.
This place is nice. I really like it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Save it, and we put it there. And then we can start this one.
Paragliding Live says, link check.
It's a bit stuttery. Oh, this is the wrong thing. Let me overlay. Aha, I can do it differently.
Hello.
Okay. So, what's going on here? Streaming software, good. Go live.
Thank you.
So, oh, he's already about to take off. I mean, so far the signal is pretty good considering all those people there. This is usually also causing a bit of trouble. And here he goes. And expect a little bit better connection once he's a bit out there. Oh yes, he made it. Okay. So, what am I still missing? This is also working. Check. Okay. It's pretty quiet. Let me check. It's because his audio.
Sigmarsson says, yo.
Hey, Sig.
Paragliding Live says, hi Sigmarsson. Switzerland Rolfie says, who is the favorite?
The favorite is the one we are streaming.
Switzerland Rolfie says, hi
Right now we are
Siggy.
watching Gavin. So that's our favorite. Unless you want to see the crowd from behind. But that's interesting right now. We are not receiving any audio. Oh, there is some. I think the filter is maybe too tough. Let me check. I will reduce it. Okay, let's turn on some music. So streaming stuff. Okay, here we go. Okay, so right now it's just watch them going in circuits over there. Later we will also show the live tracking and the maps. So basically the last information I got was like 2:30 race start. So now they have like an hour to all get into the air. Okay, so right now the Cloudbase should be around 1,700 meters. I should increase to 2,100 towards 5 p.m. 40% cloud cover. Thermals 2 to 3 meters per second. Okay. And in the tracking app, we will also see the task later. So the turn points I have to go through. It's the first time we are not getting audio. And this is action cam for sure. That's interesting. Let me finish one thing first here. This is active. Here we can activate that one. Keep that on. I would delete the filter here quickly. No, delete this one. Uh-huh. So I'm afraid we cannot recover the sound now in the air.
Sigmarsone says, that replaced me text lol, since you brought it up once, and now that I see it, I'm thinking about it. Wouldn't be the worst job, I guess.
So, I was just muted, I noticed. So, yes, so the commentator role, happily someone can take over so I can focus on the other things. This World Cup still is going on for 6 more days. And
Switzerland Rolfie says, how do we win here? The longer in the air, the better.
Kind of to go, so let me figure that one out. I think maybe right now we use jerk window. Check. And here we go. Okay. So I think we can switch basically between those. Okay, there's... It seemed for a moment there's some audio coming through. Strange. So, let's zoom out a bit. So today, we're in Spain. To be more precise, Algodonales, so between Cadiz and Malaga.
Sigmarsson says, but that would be open-end to infinite. Must be about distance.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what I'm actually getting to it right now. So
Switzerland Rolfie says, must be hot, so near to Africa.
yeah, so here actually some turn points. So all the athletes here, they're starting on this mountain here. What is it called? Mirador del Ponente. Seems to be not so tall actually. It's like 1,000 meter altitude takeoff kind of. So now you see they're all getting in the air. Let me check actually, can I... So it was restarted the source. Ooh, did I break it? No. I want to see. Very strange. So the only thing we changed actually today was the resolution. So it's just changing with lower resolution. Now the audio is not there. But okay. It's more about the video anyway, right? Also, Gavin can be quite entertaining. Okay, so takeoff side, and then you see the arrows actually, they will fly in that direction. Although it does not really matter, I mean, they can fly passing by the lake, through that valley. The only thing matters, they touch the turn point somewhere, right? Theoretically, they can also touch it from there. It's probably not so efficient. So, and after touching this a turn point, they will, let me put it here. Oh. Put this one bigger.
Sigmarsson says, since they are high up, plus wind it's not too hot.
Exactly. I didn't check the weather really, but wait, I think it was like 17 degrees something. And of course, a bit higher up, it reduces normally around 1 degree per 100 meters, depending on the conditions. Plus you have the wind, and it's not so sunny. Right. I think 40% cloud cover, but right now it looks more. Okay, so this is the first turn point, and then they're going to touch the second one in Coripe. And from there, they will go to the finish line in Almagen. Almagen. I don't know. I speak no Spanish. Sorry. So I'm still thinking now. With the music, there was some issue. When I activated it, it was transferring it twice. Which doesn't make makes sense. Oops, sorry. Check. Okay, now it works, I think. Yeah. So we can also look for Gavin here. Wait, we can actually here look at the live ranking, which right now is really not relevant.
Sigmarsone says, how is a fair start possible though? Is the time just measured individually?
No, it's really, the race haven't started. They're just all taking off, getting in the air. And after 1 hour, the race will actually start. And especially today, the first pilots who launch, they cannot go up to 6,000 meter altitude. It's not possible today. But overall, replace me. I'm more the technical guy. I'm not involved much here in this. Oh, this matters. I can. Okay. How is that?
Sigmarsone says, but they won't be in the exact same place or altitude.
That's good. That's correct. So there's actually also a point system, so you can get points for different things. I think we can go through it actually to the rules. PWC, Spain, Algodonales. I will put the link in the comments. And then we can actually, here we can search for Gavin. Here we got him. And then we can track and follow. Center, there he goes. It's 1:30. Check.
Sigmarsone says, I hope he draws a peepee with his path.
I think he'll behave. It's a WorldCup. So,
Sigmarsson says, "Ah, damn Sry."
so that's the starting line. So now they're going. This is already. So they're getting in position. And once it's 2:30, we should be seeing them going for the first turn point. I was just checking for any updates.
Sigmarsson says, "'Tis louder than you."
We just got a little bit of sound. It's interesting. So I'm curious about the logs later on. We can switch to maybe full hit to him. Full screen.
Switzerland Rolfie says, "Did you change anything on the setup? Stream seems better than the day before."
Yes. So what we changed was actually the resolution, the base resolution of
Sigmarsson says,
so it's
"I still don't get the
720p
rules. Where's the
or
link?"
1080p. There's also adaptive resolution possible, but every automation is also a potential issue. And I try to keep it simple to have as least bugs as possible. But in between we hear sometimes audio. Usually actually the audio signal is constant and the video signal is less stable. Right now with this new setting we have compromised audio. Alright. The link, yeah wait. First of all I sent here the link to the competition itself. Here we go. And if I send it...
Paragliding Live says, "Link." Paragliding Live says, "Link."
Okay. Oh, and then if we scroll down, there are many nations actually present there. I think mostly European countries. France is strong, Switzerland, Spain. Strong, I mean just number-wise. But there are also some like from US, from China, Australia, Ecuador, Turkey. So a colorful mix. Let me double check on the tracking. And then we can also check is better. So it's still the warm-up phase. But I just always need to double check because I don't have the latest information from the briefing. Yeah, 2:30 was the last information I got. There's no reason actually that it... I think it's like that now. So we go to display the map again. Actually, I'm thinking...
Sigmarsone says, B2W the Spain in title shows random Twitch account with the name Spain.
Oh, there's an account called Spain. Okay, this is a tourism office. Oh no, this I cannot do. So, I think I will actually put this here. And I will, yeah, again, some sound came in. Transforming. Follow, and we can activate the 3D live test. 3D preview, here we go.
Sigmarsson says, I try to find and read the rules, but I still don't get it fully. But oh well, I'm sure they try to make it as fair as possible.
As fair as possible, yes, but not as far as possible. So actually, you would try usually to go for the shortest distances necessary, but sometimes depending on the local valleys and the weather, you would maybe make a detour and still be the fastest. Okay. Still try to... would like to make this one a bit smaller than ranking. I think you can show the ranking later. Oh, I'll have to put it back. Is it here? Oh. Poof. There we go. Split.
Sigmarsson says, Do the rules vary a lot in different cups?
No. The route should be the same. But what's different is actually the tasks. Oh, here we see Gavin and Sweetie. I'm not sure how much 3D here is. We have the video, right? Let's just do the map. Okay, still 45 minutes to make a coffee, to get some chips and popcorn. I hope the power bank is connected. So we will also actually be live still when it's actually starting. If I close it, how to get it back? Just today. How is this view? Is this terrible? So I mean, this we could already observe yesterday. The overall signal connection in that region there is poor. So squeezing out a bit of video there is already quite an achievement. But for this situation, the only thing, actually there are two things could help. So either have more SIM cards, like 5. Right now they have only 2 each pilot. Or the second thing is via satellite. But the satellite option is not viable just yet for flying, let's say. It's still rather big and needs quite a lot of power. So for now we have to make the best of this connection.
Sigmarsone says, you could put the map in a corner maybe, or just switch to it in full screen. Text-to-speech still louder than you. It's a bit annoying.
Okay, I hear you. I totally hear you.
Sigmarsson says, it just sounded more quiet.
More quiet. It's probably also been in which direction. I should mount the microphone to my head. Yeah. So that's the issue, I think. But the map, I think I would change the resolution. I'll make a chat actually smaller. And then the map there. Also make me smaller. Oop. Okay. Yeah, well, I can just I would try a different one. What is 15? So 45 minutes to go when we start.
Sigmerson says, now tedious
Inaudible.
is inaudible. Lol,
Oh, yeah.
I tried to help but broke it.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sigmerson says, aw, NVM, it's back.
Quite random. No, but guys, how do you like this view? I feel like this, the map is bigger. Slightly.
Sigmerson says, not very much, but it's better than black bars on the side like earlier.
Yeah. So you don't like it very much. So you prefer to just have this small map there, or should I work on this small map? Oh. Actually, there's a new song out by Tobias Race,
Sigmerson says,
a
maybe just
paraglider.
automate showing the map every
And
now and then,
he-
2 seconds full screen.
Mm. Automated. Yeah, I can do that. Can script it. But I think not just now. I mean, I manually would change it, you know, from this view to the other view, or rather, like maybe. Let's put it full screen map in between, because like that we can also have this. Oh no, 2D. The ranking and seeing the flying better, right? So you see it's more and more guys coming together there. Let me check. So we have 122 people, 123. One, two, three, four, 4 trackers do not have any signal, no information from there. But since they're in the list, I guess there are also the... Oh, 124.
Sigmarsson says, I would be so scared to crush into someone.
Yeah, there are some rules. The way of ride, let's put it this way. You should definitely follow it. You can also get penalties if you do not follow it. And there are some bad accidents actually happening. Because it's a competition, there's a high adrenaline, right? Everyone wants to win it. So sometimes, like in any other sport, you might make a not so responsible behavior. For example, if you cut someone off really close, the one that you're cutting off behind you will get quite a collapse, especially if you're flying with high speed. And if you're flying close to a cliff or somewhere close to the ground, it's definitely not a good thing. Actually, I just got to know from Gavin yesterday that in PWC, in the World Cup, every pilot needs to have 2 emergency parachutes. So like an acro. So I mean, overall the takeoff weight here is not so critical. Let's say, you know, Hike&Fly, you want to be as light as possible because you have to carry everything. But for comms, you just have to be able to start. And if your takeoff weight is higher, then you just need to handle it at the starting and landing. And even nowadays, a lot of people have extra weight with them. So some very light pilots have like 15, 20 kilogram extra weight. So they can fly a bigger glider, and with a bigger glider also being faster. So one of the core issues is most paragliding companies, they start designing the gliders at the M size, I think, or L. And then the bigger the glider, the performance is increasing a bit. The small versions, they are not so popular. Or at least in designing. But one way to take it maybe was to really start with the S size, with a small glider. To make this perfect. And then go from there. Oh, Sally Yannick. I can see you. Right, so now you see all the pilots are staying in this starting circle. And once it's 2:30, so still 35 minutes to go, you have to cross the line. Right, so let's say those guys here.
Switzerland Rolfie
They have to
says,
go
amazing.
definitely back for the start. Amazing, yes, especially so many. And so colorful. Let's switch back to Gavin. Maybe I should have like a signal map. So I can always watch when they are actually in low connection areas. So Gavin is pretty high. Let's check his tracker. He made it.
Sigmarsson
Okay,
says, seems complicated to find good
1,200
balance
meters
between size and
up there. Oh. Yeah, this is a whole separate topic.
Sigmarsson says wait.
Ah, parachute. You mean the glider, actually, right? If you say parachute, I'm more thinking of the emergency parachute, not of the paraglider.
Sigmarsson says, yeah, glider size and weight, my bad. Sigmarsson says, what makes a bigger one faster?
Wait a second, I'm actually checking something. What makes a bigger one faster? A short question, but not easy to answer. I mean, overall, it's very important to have this ratio between weight and the paraglider. That's the most important. Right, you cannot have a paraglider twice the size with your 100 kilo takeoff size weight. I mean, you can, but you will be more like a toy for the glider. It will be hard to handle.
Sigmarsson says, oh damn, all the ads
like
under the name's
weight
nice.
range. That's the only thing. See? Ari comes through again. I have to figure out that later. So a 1,400 meter. See, even the Vari has a poor connection, if I see that correctly. And then also the Flymaster tracking, that's why a few people are not online. But this doesn't take much data, it's of course video. We need like 1 Mbit Maybe now actually half ended because we reduced the resolution. So, half an hour to go until start. Time to make your bets.
Sigmarsson says it's going to be a long day.
A long day, let's see. 70 kilometers to go. Is this a 70 kilometer task? But this sounds almost a bit short. I'm just reading here from the map, actually from the live tracking map. Right, so here you have goal, kilometer per time.
Sigmarsson says, how much are you going to pay yourself for commentating?
I will pay myself a fortune for such great quality commentating. Ah, yeah, the route, right? Okay, maybe now it's a good time. WorldCup. I really no time. I had no time to check that. Schedule, waypoints, airspace. Live scoring. Let's see, actually PWC also has a ranking website. And total task, yeah, total task is indeed 70 kilometers. So 70 kilometers, to be correct, is like the shortest distance. So if they do some detours, oh, the cloud cover is really reduced now. I think the forecast at 40%. Then we're getting some various sound again. I will try something quickly. Sometimes filter. Let's put it to this number, and then we can take away this. was interesting. Okay, I mean we are receiving sound actually. There was a problem with the audio filter. So I really hope, once they get going, they fly towards places which is better connection. They're here right now. Of course, they are kind of not in so populated areas. I could imagine maybe what's given right now here. Maybe closer to the valley and the main roads, there's some better connection. Boots. There we go. Task 1 in progress. T minus 15 minutes. Actually, the PWC, they just made a post with top contenders. So they're mentioning Honorang Amat from France. Unmatched precision and an instinct for striking at the perfect moment. This pilot
Sigmarso says, my money is on Gavin.
Maybe I can actually show that. Sure. You did well. Now let me open. Oh wait, do they have? So I could show this for a moment. Window. Okay. Transformation. We cut here. 200. Yeah, too big. So, okay. Top contenders are Honorang Hammer. Can even cut more, right? To see the cards. Let's do that. Okay. So, like, check this. Right. I'm wondering how they selected those top contenders. Okay, PWC number 4 and VPRS ranking number 1. Okay, so he has a good scoring through the year. Enso 3 and Submarine. It's plenty of athletes with that setup. Then we have Baptiste Lambert, I think. Also French. Ranking number 4. PWC number, I think, is just, it's not the ranking. A master of adaptation, this pilot strength consists of flexibility and strong skills in multiple fields. Okay, like an all-rounder. Darko Stankovsky from Macedonia. World ranking 8. Calculation guides his pilots every turn. He plays the long game, smart and precise. Constance Metatal. I try to pronounce it in a French way, but I think not so successful with that name. Rating 39. This pilot doesn't rely on flash or risk. Constant flies with quiet confidence and steady focus. Okay. So
Sigmarsson says Constance Metatal.
Too much, she will be still in the game. Constance Metatal. Yeah, Sigi, actually good idea to have it with the TTS. Could you add it with some French words like je suis, Constance Metatal, je suis, maybe helps. Then the TTS knows it's French.
Sigmarsson says, je suis Constance Metatal.
Constance Metatal. Okay, thank you, Ziggy, thank you. That helps. So she's actually
Sigmarsson says that a metal
like
name.
Kevin, and the Liviok X1 glider. And we have Tim Bollinger. Also Liviok. This pilot sticks to what works, carrying out solid flights with minimal risk, pure conservative finesse. Finesse. So what countries we had here? Switzerland, Macedonia, French. Okay. The Spanish pilot is like a home run for him, a home game. He should know the place pretty well. This pilot knows the area inside out, exactly, and flies with natural intuition. Will use local knowledge to full advantage. Marcelo Sanchez Vilches. Your turn, Ziggy. That's interesting. So, let's go.
Sigmarsone says, I go outside, see you, man, and keep me updated on the commentator job, haha.
Yes. We'll be in touch. Okay, so the race starts in 6 minutes actually. The live tracking has a certain delay. Oh shit. But you see the guys lining up now. Getting ready. So, okay, so as I mentioned, there's a delay of the map. We should actually also delay the video. We'll do that in the future to fit it to the tracking. Oh, the microphone is here. So right now the video live stream has maybe a delay of 5 seconds. 5 to 10 seconds. the map is more like 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, one guy walking. Okay. So this is now the flight route of Gavin, since we're tracking him. Oh, oh la 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 la. Oof, that's pretty. Very pretty. Let's not display this for a moment. So the race will start in 1 minute. They all line up there. And they try to be in the best spot. You want to have a little bit of a few meters buffer. Would be a pity if you're just missing the line for a bit. I'm really not sure how much tolerance there is. There must be a tolerance plus minus 10, 20 meters, I guess. Maybe even more. I mean, even 50 meters is not much. So okay, I've got a feeling, yeah, 2:30, now he's going straight flying to better connection to replace this 4 and 5G. Then also the sound will improve actually. And I will put the audio filter already back in. I'll just make it a bit lower. And there he goes. Oh! Oh man, one of those people fly the wrong direction. So I'm observing the map now, by the way, and obviously on the map will be very clearly visible when the people start flying towards the next turn point. Okay, there's a big gale. Off they go. I mean, Gavin has a good height. It's around 1,600 meters altitude high. The takeoff side was around 1,000 meters. Maybe a bit lower. And today we are streaming only with 720p. That's why this quality, I think, is probably the maximum for today. Because we figured the connection is poor, so we're going the safe way. Those conditions could also try with adaptive resolutions, so it's automatically switching. Okay, good. Aha, and the map. Don't forget the map. Here we go. Here's the map. On the map they're still circling. off they go to the first turn point. Okay, not visible here yet. Just it. Super. Oh, now it's 4:36. Check the map again, and indeed, it's 5 minutes delay, so we can switch to the map. And here we see started. Follow. And indeed, he was like out, and he flew back. Maybe he was tiny bit too early. Tiny bit too early to cross the starting line. Okay. Later we'll also show the live ranking. I think after the first join point. And right now they're all flying straight. And I think it will stay that way for the first join point. I don't see there many options. The second turn point, that could be interesting. Maybe some pilots would choose the adventurous route. Let's see about that. There we go. I kind of expected that the signal connection stays poor. Okay, let's check here. So we're watching Gavin. I will okay, just change the setting. I will in the future mark it so you can see which of the pilots are actually on the screen. Currently it's maybe not so clear. Clearly. Looking tight. It's sometimes hard to judge, right, if you're in different altitudes. Sometimes it looks close, but it isn't. So Gavin is flying Ice Peak. Look, X1 plus a Drifter 2 harnessed. And yesterday I checked actually, because yesterday David did a test stream in that area there, and then it was already clear the signal is terrible. So we set everything really to minimum about video quality. I mean, the bitrate is anyway flexible. For example, yesterday he was streaming like a 2-hour flight, and it only used up like 500 megabyte of data. And if there would be good connection, it would have been more like 5 gigabyte of traffic. Yeah, so 500 megabytes is really, really little for 2 hours video live streaming. Full HD it was. So the bitrate was really struggling about 1 Mbit and partially going really lower than that. Oh, maybe we go here, and then we see actually an interesting. It's a huge gaggle over there. It was 5 minutes before, so Gavin left that place obviously already. If he would look behind him, he probably would see quite a lot. That's the issue, to have a good athlete. We don't have a back camera. Follow him. We have a ranking. I think it's a bit too early to really look at the ranking. No differences in distance yet. Oh wow. Oh, that's cool. I guess he's looking for a spot to go up.
Hike&Fly Switzerland says, very cool cap.
Salut Peter. Yeah, best cap ever. The EngelbergCup. EngelbergCup. Cap. EngelbergCup. Cap. It's happening soon actually, it's crazy. 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, the EngelbergCup is taking place in Engelberg Valley, Switzerland. So right now we're watching Gavin. Ooh, la la la. He got quite low there, huh? But yesterday also he had, at some point he was pretty low, but had like a good save. Yeah, at least the sun is shining. Yep. Make the audio a bit louder for him. Okay, there we hear his Wario. Oh, there we see Sarah Zimmerman. He's actually flying kind of together with Gavin. Although she's a bit higher up. And let's check, where's actually Jerome? Jerome. Oh, Jerome is much higher up, like 1,200 meters. Oh, whoa, okay. Oof, he's getting ready for landing. I'm not sure actually if the route's allowed to have a second takeoff. I mean, from my point of view, why not? I mean, since it takes already a lot of time anyway. Really scratching the field. I mean, if it's me, I would be already down there, pretty sure. I mean, I would not even have reached this point. So now, I mean, here is also a lot of experience comes into play, right? To read the landscape, to kind of have an idea where could be some hot air rising. It looks like landing. Okay, landed safely. We can watch actually the saying something. Connection on the ground
Ukimaki
is even
says,
more
good
poor.
day.
Aloha, Ukimaki. So there we can see him, the replay like 5 minutes ago. He was at 490 meters altitude already. Also Tim Bollinger, flying the same route there, also struggling. Oh la 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 la. I thought the connection might be actually a bit better even. Curious if Tim Bollinger, if he made it, or if they actually both landed. So watching the replay, you can also see actually the signal strengths there. So poor. There's really, in the moment we will know if Tim Bollinger actually made it. We could actually display the track. Here we go. And then the details. Yeah. So Tim Bollinger also down there. So, let me check actually. I mean, there was one pilot even quite early in the beginning dropped out. I hear, see? Oh, there are a few. Ooh la la. And I need to check the routes. I'm not sure in the PWC if it's allowed to have a second takeoff. Okay. This was his route. Let's can I put a second track. Yes, okay. So Pablo, he went the similar, pretty much the same route. Basically with a gaggle. Was probably also struggling there. But he's keeping up. Ah, Ji-Hua Chu. So that was only regular Chinese pilot in the participant list. And then there were a few on a waiting list. I could show this replay. Quickly find the video from today. We have the 11th of May. So the replay function hasn't really worked on. Right now it's manual. This one. Okay, the first people make it towards the first turn point. Let's check the ranking. There we go. Oh, I split. So they're all together, practically speaking. Here you see basically the people. This was a speed, right? Speed. So speed is low, landed. Tim Bollinger. So we can sort it by speed. There we see it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess. Oh, altitude 1000 meter. So he could have top, but I don't know if he would top lane. But the signal is also not good. That's maybe the issue. Let's say 8 people so far landed. And there you see actually interesting routes. I'll put the track on. Going to the other side here. And they're also well off. So now the first guys are no, he hasn't touched the turn point. So if you don't have a live video feed, I would definitely also stop the stream here earlier. Check if ranking, here we go. I should find the okay. 40. But Sarah is still flying his. Okay. Jerome is also actually still near. Not bad. So I will play the replay now. Radius. So we will use this one.
Pero es que la madre de Marcelo lleva el coche de Dani.
I will use this one. Okay. This one, here we go. Okay. So that's a replay from Gavin's point of view. First, there was an interesting. Interesting part. He also wrote me. Oh. Put on the badge.
Ahí dan unas perillas, cómete una perilla. No, en serio, ya, pero con las pastillas, no es lo suyo.
So. Let's check here the titles.
Dame el favor.
¿Cómo si te queréis ir allí esto?
Sí, porque
Tengo ni, pero.
vaya a ver fútbol de allí, pues...
No, aquí no da tiempo. Verlo por el camino y ahí tú que... Aquí tenéis que pasar por la casa a recoger tus cosas, ¿no?
Coche, una vez me la he llevado por si acaso.
Ok, qué número llevas?
¿Eh?
¿Qué número llevas tú?
41.
¿Tienes la pena o no?
¿Tengo una barrita? ¿Una barrita?
There we go.
Ajá, tengo yo. Dame una pena más que tiene más agua.
Me trae siquiera.
Let's actually go forward. There was a takeoff. Considering all those people there. This usually also causing a bit of trouble. And here he goes. And expect a little bit better connection once he's a bit out there. Oh yes. He made it. So and then we fast forward. I see the time on top right corner to the starting. So here we go. It was almost about to start. Ooh la la, flying very close together, all of them. Very beautiful. And then he was starting a bit too early. He noticed after like 200 meters, he wrote me, and then he had to fly back. Now 32. At some point he will be turning. Did it happen already? Huh? Over here he was out together. Oh, what a poor connection. Oh yeah, so here is flying the opposite direction, returning to the start line. Yeah, so he had to look carefully and then find his way through it. Oof. I mean, it's beautiful. But this is of course a little bit demotivating if you have already a bad start. Turning around. Yeah, so the conclusion for that one, for this area, really need 5 SIM cards. Or of course, I mean, if you have like 100 pilots live, you have a longer field, and you always have someone with better connection. Although, I mean, we could see it at the takeoff side and also later on. There were not many good places. Like here's a signal better. But for how long? You can see the resolution, right, the 720 is not as sharp as usual. But here you have already, always when it gets a little bit grayish, it means the bitrate is like below 1 Mbit, which is really tough. That's even just 720p. I mean, We could make a resolution even lower. But I'm not sure if it's, I mean, even that, for me, it doesn't look like so great. And dropping the resolution again, even more. You need a bit more imagination, basically, while watching. Yeah, here. Let's say was here better connection? It's always only some moments where it's a bit better. So it's really borderline bitrate. And here you basically see, I mean, yesterday he did really a low save. And here he also kept in the air for quite some time, actually, scratching over the fields. There on the right side was Tim Bollinger. Yeah. He was flying together with him, basically. And I mean, they're checking each other out to see if one of them gets a bit lucky to find the ninth thermal. And they both did not have any luck over there. He even got ready for landing, but he still made it for some time. 1:48. Like still 2 minutes more. And then touching the ground is like connection even more bad. Where's the next World Cup? Is let me check it out quickly. Okay, Stefan Morgenthaler, he's okay, looks like he's no, he's just having a different route. Okay, so the first pack, the leading pack, is it? Let's see, did he? Yeah, Baptiste, he's the first one. Oh, let's check. So we have here the top contenders. Let's check quickly how they're doing. Here we go. Yeah, this is one of the top contenders. A master of adaptation, flexibility and strong skills in multiple fields. Okay. And then we didn't go through the whole top contenders list yet, actually. Here from UK, Dylan Mansley. When the day nears its end, Dylan comes in live, master of the final glide. He knows exactly when to push. So he knows how to handle weak thermates or bad conditions where there's not much lift. Okay. He's top 12 and I mean overall it's 6 more days. So even only one good day or only one bad day will not be determined. For the end result. Okay, let's see how it's going tomorrow. We'll be live for sure again. Yeah, the leading pack is still also close together. Goal 44. Yeah, you could say 80 people are close together. And there wasn't an update. Yep. Oh, okay, okay. Good, good. And thanks for tuning in. I will end the stream for now. And then tomorrow lunchtime, the next session will start. And let's see if we will have 3 pilots live. And how far they make it. Okay. Well, have a great Sunday afternoon.